Chapter 1. A Life for a Betrayal. Elara Vance died in agony and bitter betrayal. In her past life, she only wanted to save her nephew, Leo Reed, when the boy needed emergency heart surgery. Her sister-in-law, Victoria, Vicky, Reed, secretly fed Leo a full meal right before the scheduled operation, ignoring the doctor's explicit instructions. Elara, aware of the critical danger, reported the situation to the doctor. The surgery was delayed for a few days. The operation was ultimately successful, but Vicky used the delay as an excuse to place all the blame on Elara, claiming that Elara had missed the best time for her son's surgery. Under his mother's spoiling and relentless resentment, Leo grew up to be a useless, 200 kilograms, 440-pound, young man, filled with hatred for the aunt who had ruined his life. The climax of the tragedy was when Leo, a white-eyed wolf, broke into her home and stabbed Elara 16 times. Those screams and the excruciating pain were the last things Elara remembered. Until she opened her eyes again, she had been reborn. Elara returned to the day of Leo's first surgery. She saw the aggressive look in Vicky's eyes and the greasy, smeared face of Leo. Elara, quickly pour Leo a glass of water. The boy ate too fast and is choking. Vicky yelled. Elara poured the water. The familiar words from her past life echoed in her mind. Sister-in-law, didn't the doctor say he needs to fast before surgery? Vicky glared. You young people are used to being ordered around. That's just the doctor deliberately showing off in front of the patient. If you listen to them, aren't you just being led by the nose? In the past life, Elara fought, pleaded, and acted, but all she earned was hatred and death. This time, Elara smiled, a cold smile, and swallowed back every warning. She thought to herself, fine, then eat your fill. You won't have this chance again later. Chapter 2. The perfect escape. Close to the afternoon surgery time, Elara pretended to receive an urgent call from her company. Mom, Arthur, the company suddenly has an urgent matter. My boss called and said I absolutely must go back to handle it. If I missed today's cooperation deal, even selling me wouldn't cover the loss. Elara feigned distress. Her brother, Arthur Reed, and her mother, Grandma Betty, immediately protested. What could be more important than your nephew's surgery? No. You have to stay here. Arthur growled. Elara found it utterly laughable. For over a decade, they had treated her like an ATM and a free caretaker for their nephew. Now, they were afraid she would leave and cut off their funding. She pulled a bank card from her pocket. Here is my card. There's no password. If you need to spend anything, just use it. Immediately, Vicky's eyes lit up. She snatched the card from Elara's hand and even turned to persuade Grandma Betty, Mom, let Elara go. If she's successful, our family will benefit. 2. Having achieved her goal, Elara quickly slipped away. She did not go to the company. She found a coffee shop and emailed Mr. Smith, accepting the job offer at the foreign branch. Then, she called the bank, reported the card lost, and requested to freeze her assets. Everything was set. This time, Elara Vance would live for herself. Chapter 3. The beginning of the downfall. Half an hour later, Elara returned to the hospital, right outside the ICU. You lowlife. I'll kill you. Arthur rushed up, attempting to strike her. Her mother, Grandma Betty, was equally fierce. How could I give birth to such a wicked daughter? Son, beat her for your mother. Leo's surgery had suffered a critical incident. Gastric contents had refluxed, causing aspiration. Fortunately, the doctors saved the boy, but he was left with severe complications. Vicky, without a hint of guilt, brazenly put all the blame on Elara. She was clearly the one who brought a ton of food for Leo, saying it would build his strength. She wouldn't let me tell the doctor. Elara looked at Vicky coldly and reminded her, Sister-in-law, the hospital has surveillance cameras. Do you think they are just for show? Vicky panicked but still argued vehemently. The final outcome was that the hospital agreed to provide free treatment but offered no compensation, as the fault lay with the family. Vicky threw a fit but was eventually silenced. Elara took advantage of the chaos, used finding a job as an excuse, and left the hospital. This time, she would never return. Chapter 4. The ramen noodle trap. A year later, Elara's career was flourishing. Suddenly, Vicky called, her tone soft and calculating. She demanded Elara send more money, claiming Leo had been discharged but was suffering from severe lung infection and would need medication for the rest of his life. Elara replied with a tearful, victimized tone, "Sister-in-law, I can't even take care of myself. I'm deep in debt from treating Leo, which is why I had to move. I'm unemployed now, and the last time I had a full meal was a week ago." She tearfully begged for a little money to eat. Vicky hung up. Elara knew she wouldn't believe her. A few days later, she was home when she heard a frantic banging on the door, accompanied by a rough male voice. "Get out here. Elara, Vance, don't think I don't know you're inside. Pay up now." The banging stopped. Elara moved the sofa she'd used to barricade the door and spoke to Leo, who was trembling in his wheelchair. "Leo, don't be afraid. Your aunt is here." It turned out that after Elara's evasion, Vicky had found her new address and secretly left her sick nephew on her doorstep, hoping Elara would be forced to care for him and provide money, but Vicky didn't know that those debt collectors were actors Elara had hired for 200 yuan an hour. For 4 days, Elara fed Leo ramen noodles and watery porridge, constantly living in fear of the debt collectors, making Leo terrified and miserable. The 6-year-old boy couldn't endure the hardship. "Auntie, I want to go home. Take me back. Please." Elara took the nephew back. As soon as he saw his mother, Leo yelled, "Didn't you tell me to stay with Auntie and enjoy her wealth? You clearly didn't want me anymore and wanted to have another baby. I won't let you." Chapter 5. The Final Revenge. Elara quickly packed her bags, preparing to move overseas. She was afraid of what schemes the couple might devise next. Immediately afterward, a scandal erupted on social media. Someone had used Vicky's account to post a compromising video of her and Arthur with the caption, "Come look at this whoring couple doing their thing. Like and share." Elara instantly knew this was Leo's handiwork. Vicky called, screaming and cursing, blaming Elara for corrupting her son. "Sister-in-law, what are you talking about? I didn't teach Leo anything. I just told him he might have a little brother soon, that's all," Elara replied lazily. "It was karma. The one who brought the evil was the child Vicky herself raised." Vicky and Arthur's relationship quickly crashed. Arthur began an affair, and the mistress became pregnant. Vicky, consumed by rage, tracked them down. She grabbed a knife and lunged. She murdered Arthur and stabbed his mistress, causing her miscarriage. Vicky was apprehended, went insane, and kept mumbling, "I was wrong. I shouldn't have ignored the doctor. My whole life is ruined." She was sentenced to death with a stay of execution. In the chaos, Leo, already frail, relapsed due to fear and neglect. The boy passed away before he could reach the hospital. Grandma Betty sold the house and disappeared. Elara heard the entire tragic story from her old friend, Maya Chen, at the airport before her overseas flight. She sighed with a hint of sorrow, but at the same time, the heavy weight in her heart was completely lifted. From now on, no one would bind her with blind blood ties, and no one would break into her home with a knife. Elara Vance's life had finally, truly begun.